Hey guys, this is Foolish Mortal 42. Playing more World of Warcraft with Aldar, our Draenei Paladin. We are almost level 30. And in our last episode, we advanced a couple of quests. Still need that. Oh, it's in Stone Talon. I don't think I'll be going over that way for... Oh! I abandoned the wrong quest. Dang it. Anyway, so we advanced the Legend of Stalvan, so we're down here. Then we got to go into Wetlands and kill some more plague spreaders. So I also off-screened some herbalism, and I got some stuff to throw in the auction house. This stuff usually doesn't sell a whole lot. I mean, now that you've got inscription, there is a little bit more call for it. So, I mean, we can throw that in and see, but basically I'm only leveling this up just to get the self-heal. So.
King's honor, friend. For the Alliance.
What have you got there? I cannot see my eyesight. It's very bad. Put it in my hand.
I can barely make out those letters, but that writing style reminds me of something I once saw before my vision became so poor. There was a bundle of parchments in the chest upstairs when I moved into this place. I looked at them once when I first arrived, but I gave up once the fog hazed over my peepers. Do an old, nearly blind man a favor and check the chest upstairs for anything that might help you in your quest to discover more about this Stalvan character. I'm pretty sure there's a faded journal page that might be of interest to you. Bring it to me, and I'll help in any way I can.
All right.
The Alliance. Be careful.
Little tiny boxes. How cute. Woohoo, there we go. Let's read. Most strange and uncontrollable feeling. Never have I felt the way I did today. Whilst assisting Giles with his history lesson, Taloa was outside tending to the flower garden. After a few minutes, she came inside and placed a scarlet begonia in my open palm and smiled at me in such a way that my heart felt as though it was trembling within my chest. Uh-oh. This teacher is not a good guy.
Light be with you. For the Alliance. You found it! I know of someone who might be able to assist you. Back when I was leading the Stormwind Guard, we used to get drinks at the Scarlet Raven Tavern in Darkshire. The innkeeper there, Smits, was quite an expert on the local lore. Show him this page and see what he has to say about it.
All right.
Looks to me you've seen quite a bit of combat in your time, adventurer. If you haven't already, you should report to Brian Stoutmantle. He heads up the People's Militia aimed at protecting the farmlands of Westfall. I bet he could use your help. You can usually find him in the stone tower on Sentinel Hill just off the road in the middle of Westfall.
Yep. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're actually going to ride into Red Ridge and turn in a message to Darkshire and get some herbalism training. Whoops. Because we definitely need to get that up. so that we can kind of keep pace with our mining. Like I said, the only reason I'm doing either one, well, okay, so I lied. There are other reasons to be doing this.
Well met. Before you go back to Darcy, can you bring her some flowers for me? You can get them at the herbalist shop back in Lakeshire, at the west end of town. But when you get the flowers, don't tell Hail Adventure.
These are just going to be quick. Because I think we've already done several of them. That, whoops. Oh, that's stockades. Can I hit Briarthorn yet? I don't think I can. I think that's like 125-ish. Oh no, yeah I can. Sweet. So I'm probably going to off-screen some more herbing to get it up to probably about 150, 160. But mostly the herbalism is just to get that self-heal.
There are Red Ridge knolls that close to Elwyn. They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here is your pay, though you bring us dire news. And it comes at a bad time, for we are ill-equipped to deal with it. We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about those knolls you reported.
It's still good Stormwind rep.
Red Ridge for knolls. Harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find those knolls camped all along the southern road of Red Ridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, adventurer, and you will be rewarded.
We may come back to that and off-screen that. Oh yeah, we got lifeblood. Am I just looking over it? There it is. So it's a 300 hit point over 5 seconds. And they're both on a 3-minute cooldown, which is kind of cool. That's a really good one to pick up and just like power level your herbalism as best you can.
Need help?
And
by the light! The Stormwind Army retreated from Westfall, and the guard no longer protects Darkshire? There is some treachery abound. How could this be so? Oh, I forgot to reward your service, adventurer. Here are some coins. Now excuse me. Something is amiss in Stormwind, and I must get to the bottom of it. For the Alliance.
yep, something is amiss in Stormwind. Barkeep Daniels, what does he have?
I find myself in quite a pinch here, adventurer. The bottles are close to running dry.
I'm not doing that. That has you going all over the place looking for booze.
You need a bouquet of flowers. You haven't been in town very long. Have you already found for yourself a sweetheart here? I know I shouldn't pry, but it's nice to see that love is in the air, especially in dangerous times like these. Here is your bouquet. I chose daffodils for you. They're my favorite.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Well
Seemed a
met.
little, strenuous on that.
Be careful.
You need something?
Oh, those are lovely. I can't wait to put them in some water. But these are Marty's favorite flowers. Parker didn't have you go to that jealous vixen for this bouquet, did he? You didn't tell her who they were for, did you? If you did, then it wouldn't surprise me if she poisoned them. Oh, but it's not your fault. Thank you, and here's your meal.
Have a good one.
There we go. I guess I didn't technically have to do that quest. But just getting it out of the way is kind of... Okay. Alright. Which one did I accidentally abandon here?
Where would you like to fly to?
See you around.
Thinking it was a... Oops. Oh, retrieval for burn. Okay, so I abandoned that one. Missing diplomat, color of blood. South Shore, okay. And that one's in the keep, so I'll pick that one up. This is definitely one of my favorite zones, and it has been so much fun. We just need a bunch of plague spreaders. Should almost... be... It should be pretty close to done here, I think.
Hey there. See you later. Good, you got the rot blossoms. And I'll tell Althea Ebenlock of the Night Watch that you were killing skeletons. Keeping the people of Darkshire safe is a grim burden for the Night Watch, and news that others are helping stem the tide of fiends in Duskwood is welcome news indeed. Here's your zombie juice. And be careful with this stuff. It's strong enough to raise the dead. Have a good one. By the light! You bet I recognize that handwriting. I followed the legend of that Stalvan character for years. When those visiting nobles were slaughtered a few years back, I went with Haggard to investigate. I found these muddy pages, but we were never able to link the handwriting to that crazy man in the woods. Your trail of evidence proves his guilt. Take this to Commander Ebenlock immediately and fill her in on what you've discovered. Be careful.
Most certain that she shares the same feelings for me now. She even placed her hand on mine this morning. When she smiles, her eyes light up like glittering diamonds. Unspoken words pass between us. I can feel her in my pounding heart and heated veins. Anger and fury, the likes of which I never knew existed. How dare she? As I was instructing Giles in the meanings of numbers, Below appears before me with a suitor, holding hands in public, no less. Nonetheless. I think that's... What an uncouth young man. Rather than introduce me properly Taloa simply said, "Oh, that's just my tutor, Uncle Stalvan. He's a nice old man. Old." At that word, my cheeks flushed with heat. I am but a few years older, and yet she betrays. Ooh. Stalvan.
Well met. Safe travels.
My, you have proved yourself to be quite a detective adventurer. I have had my eye on that creep Stalvan for quite some time, but if this page was written by the same hand, it proves his guilt beyond a shadow of a doubt. In all his days keeping the town registry, Clerk Daltrey has become an expert at identifying handwriting. Show him this page and see if the writing matches that of the registry signature.
Farewell.
I think we kind of already know what's going down.
Hello. Why, yes, the writing on this page does in fact match that of the registry signatures. Let Commander Evanlock know immediately that the handwriting matched Adventurer. Her suspicions were correct. See you around.
Hey there.
I knew it. Fine work, adventurer. Stalvan Mistmantle led a life of depravity. Innocent victims died by his hand. Undoubtedly, he is guilty of countless crimes. Now the lunatic threatens Darkshire. The Light only knows what sordid acts he is plotting. Travel to his cottage just north of town, adventurer, and execute Stalvan, once and for all. When the deed is done, travel to Madame Eva's and show her his family ring. After all, it was her premonition that led to this gruesome discovery. But Darkshire is safer because of her.
Alright. We get a pretty good ring. 7 stamina and mana regen. And a pretty good tanking axe, actually. Really fast. So, not sure which one of those I would choose.
Be careful.
Okay, so don't think our two-handed swords. Well, 127. Right. Let's go on and get some extra stamina. And our last Crystal of Ferocity. Ooh, 357. Nice. Whoops. There's some stout. Ugh. Ooh, yeah, there we go.
King's honor, friend. I know, adventurer. Stalvan is dead. I sensed a wave of hope ripple through the tainted forest. Once and for all, Duskwood is free from his bloodthirst. My joy is hampered by thoughts of those who fell prey to the horrible beast. Nonetheless, You are a brave and cunning adventurer.
That gives us more crit, but I don't use one-handed that much. Yeah, we'll go on and take that and use that to level up our one-handed axes. It looks pretty cool too. Okay. Now we need to kill some more plague spreaders, deliver the juice, and go to Menethil. Let us... Yeah, since we've got that Curse of Stalvan, let's just go to Menethil. I'm gonna off-screen that flight because it's gonna be a pretty good flight. And I will be back in just a few minutes. Well, it'll be a split second for you.
Where would you like to fly to?
South Shore, yeah, Menethil Harbor. Alright, I'll be back in just a sec. Alrighty, we're back. Let's go in here and talk to this guy about the doomed fleet. Right. And our cash just keeps slowly going up.
Lightforge iron is a precious metal, but it sounds like your quest is a dire one. You've come a long way, brother. With luck, you might just find what you seek. And if you do get the iron, I know who can fashion it into a weapon against this necromancer you speak of in Duskwood. The shipwrecks off the shore here are the doomed Third Fleet of Kultiras, burned and sunk by red dragons during the last Great War. The fleet hailed from Lord Erom, but one ship, an elvish destroyer flying Osprey, was with it. It was shipping a load of Lightforge iron and joined the Third Fleet for protection. Ironic that it sunk to the same dragons. Enough history. The Flying Osprey is wrecked to the south of Menethil Harbor. If you find the Lightforge iron there, bring it to me. See you soon.
Right.
You need something? I was once first mate on the Wave Mistress, ship of the line in the Kultiras Third Fleet, the Doomed Fleet. Doomed, for on its last voyage the fleet was attacked by red dragons. Dragons controlled by orcs. We didn't stand a chance against that dragonfire, and our fleet was burned and sunk off this here coast. I'm the sole survivor of those poor vessels. My head hammers and pounds. I'll need a fresh drink if I'm to get a handle on this hangover and continue my tale. Can I help you? Greetings.
A flagon o' mead.
Hi. Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty. Watch your back.
What can I do for you? See you later. Ah, that hits the spot and loosens the tongue. Thanks, mate. I'm the sole survivor of the ill-fated Third Fleet of Kultiras, wrecked off the coast to the north. But although I'm the only member of the fleet still breathing, I'm not the only one still walking about. For on one of our ships was hidden a great and terrible treasure, and the eerie power of it keeps the souls of my brothers trapped within the ship's rotting hulls. But if you can free some of my brothers, then perhaps you can break their curse.
Okay.
Have a good one. See you later.
Since we're going out there anyway. I don't think I can get Strangle Kelp yet. Bluegill Raiders. axe will go up very quickly. And these should stack, actually. We've got pretty much a full heal in hot, in heal over time, not to mention our holy light. Kind of cool. Holy cow. Chest is waterlogged and its siding broken. Many claw marks mar both the inside and outside of the chest, as if Murlocs have searched through it and stolen its treasure, but tucked deep within the chest is a single Lightforge ingot. Unfortunately, many more will be needed if enough metal to fashion a weapon is to be gained. Having grabbed a single ingot from the waterlogged chest, it is clear that Murlocs have stolen the rest. Hunt the raiders near the Flying Osprey for a lost Lightforge iron. Alright, so I need 5 more. I was thinking that's what was gonna happen. Yeah, can't do Strangle Kelp yet. Okay. So I also picked up Goblin Devil clams and our next level of cooking threshold. Guess we can do some Murloc fin soup. And we just need to get some tough condor meat also. I'm wanting to say that these... Yeah, that's tangy clam meat. So I guess that makes ranged attackers come in. Interesting. We should be starting to hit him now, yeah. Ooh, 7 points, 4 points. I'm gonna click on that strangle kelp just to see what level I need. $85. Okay, so we're not too far. Nice. Yeah, we'll get this up to about 130, 135. And then that way, if I do decide to tank, yeah, I guess like what would be next if we're skipping stockades? Graveyard? Start Monastery Graveyard, I guess. Razorfin Crawl, maybe. I mean, if we were playing Horde side, we would be doing Hillsbrad Foothills by now, or right there at it. Oh, he resisted that, huh? I mean, how cool is that? And I know that there is a rare spawn sludge or a slime up here. I've killed it before. Yeah, now we're starting to put in work.
That ability isn't ready.
Here we go. How much more do I need to hit that? It wouldn't be too much.
you found them. Now let's get this light forge iron hammered into something useful, eh? There is a dwarven weaponsmith in the dwarven district of Stormwind who can craft with light forge iron. His name is Grimmand Elmore. I've packed the iron you found into a crate. Take it to Grimmand and tell him your tale. I'm sure he'll oblige someone on a quest such as yours and craft for you a weapon. A weapon to give even Morbant Fell worry.
Safe travel.
Okay. Okay, to Stormwind. We'll just save a flight there. Okay, so we got to go to the missing diplomat and pick up South Shore again. And Grimmond Elmore is over here in the Dwarven District. Okay. Oh, Stormwind music's so cool. So close to level 30. Oh well. King Barian Wren and a very young Anduin.
Hello, adventurer. I am Bishop DeLavy. No doubt if you're asking me about my business here in the keep, then young Thomas has succeeded in requisitioning you to help our kingdom. He has always been adept at following my requests. I'm afraid I don't have time to elaborate much, so allow me to be blunt. And please, try to keep this from becoming common knowledge. Recently, a diplomat was sent to Theramore to meet with Jaina Proudmoore. That diplomat never arrived. I believe the Defias are involved in this plot, but I'm not sure how. The diplomat's disappearance still eludes public attention, but it can't remain that way for long. Agents of the king are already scouring the city for clues, but I have my own contacts I would like involved. In the Valley of Heroes is an old friend of mine named Morgan. Find him, give him this note, and follow his instruction.
Okay. Yeah, we do have a few things, a few skills to pick up at level 30, but...
Adventurer, if you don't mind a long journey, then I have a task for you to again help Stormwind fill its library. The old kingdom of Alterac fell after the Great War, and it had a large collection of books. It's a tragedy that the city is ruined, but even more tragic is all of their knowledge lost. We must recover what we can. South Shore is the closest town to the ruins of Alterac. Go there and speak with Lore Master Dibbs. He can direct you to the ruins and to what books may be found there.
Okay. Should be pretty straightforward. And I think South Shore will be a good zone for us, because it'll be, you know, low to mid 30s.
If you've come looking for the finest craftsmanship on this or any other continent in the world, then you've come to the right place. Grim and Elmore, at your service. That is quite a tale you have. And Lightforge iron. Not for years have I worked with such a metal. It will be an honor to craft with it again. And you must return to me later with the story of your battle against the Necromancer. But we get ahead of ourselves. First, your weapon against Morbid Fell. Here is the weapon against the fiend of which you spoke. You're all ready, adventurer. Best of luck to you, and I look forward to your tale of glory.
Be good. Keep your feet on the ground.
Morbid's Bane removes the protective enchantment around Morbid Fell. This is basically the same as the end quest in Ghostlands against Darkon. So he's got like an invulnerability thing around him, and you just have to dispel it. This, I think this is, yeah, it's held in offhand, so we'll put that on. Probably. Let's go talk to Jorgen. And then what we're going to do, since I think yeah, we've got armed and ready, the plague spreaders, and juice delivery. This is the missing diplomat. I'm sure it leads somewhere. It's just a long breadcrumb quest, I believe.
Hey there. All right. I'll help you, but not because I want to, but because I'm obligated. And let's get one thing straight. You're knowing far more than you should to begin with. Let's keep this our little secret, and don't go blabbing at any taverns about anything you find out. Understand? Take this here note to Ellen Trias. Don't say nothing else to him. Just be polite and wait for him to respond, and don't worry, he will. I'm gonna only impress this on you once more, adventurer. Treat this matter seriously and keep your yapper shut. You can find Trias at his cheese shop, Trias Cheese, in the Trade District. Good luck. See you around.
Honestly cannot remember where this goes. Like I said, it has been a hot minute since I have played Alliance, so I don't remember doing this on Goblin either, to be honest. I'll have to go back and look at that. Elaine.
Greetings.
I'm sorry. A letter for me. Well, I'll be not often. You get a delivery that's not a crate or barrel when all you do is work. Let's see what this is about. You look a little tense. You okay, adventurer? Jorgen, you old son of a... So that's how it's going to be, huh? All right, I can deal with that. I hope he finds the twisting nether that much sooner. Here's what's going to happen, adventurer. I'll start using my contacts here, but you're doing most of the footwork, so I save some coin. Head to Darkshire and Duskwood and find Watcher Bacchus. He usually patrols the North Road right outside of town. Just tell him you're looking into any Defias activity for me, and he'll help you out with any information he can. See you later.
So once again, we're Scooby-Dooing it. Yeah, so he'll back on it. I think the quickest way to do this is just ride down through Elwyn. And yeah, we'll get down there in just a second. Ride down, right across the river, and turn in the Sven and the juice delivery. And then we'll be able to do the plague spreaders and then Morbid Fell. I'm just picking this to try and get another point or two. We should be able to pick most of the stuff in Duskwood. Yeah, whereas I just like still continuously or continue to pick copper. Like I'm not gonna just like keep doing Peace Bloom and all of that because it's not worth a lot of money. I was hoping to find a piece of earth root. Oh. Like, where am I?
Good day to you. 1,000 thanks, adventurer. You warm an old man's heart with your with your kindness. Here you are, friend. Take this as a token of my gratitude. I live so far from the protection of town, it's a wonder the ghouls and the walking dead haven't eaten me. In fact, just yesterday, a pack of bone chewers was pounding on the walls of my house. I want to make an effigy, a kind of scarecrow for ghouls. To do that, I need some ghoul ribs. You can get them from flesh eaters, bone chewers, brain eaters, rotted ones, and plague spreaders. Get the ribs for me and I will repay you with some coin.
Alright. At least that's close by. Let's go over and talk to Sven really quick. Sweet. Alright. Ooh. There we go. Get them crits. %18 crit. 21% with heart on. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, 100 on that. Ooh. Even with a one-hander, I am absolutely tearing into stuff. I love it.
What can I do for you? Ah, this will be proof against the fiend Morbin-Fell. Well done, you are ready. Morbin-Fell will fall. Morbin-Fell hides in his lair, the house perched atop the hill to the east overlooking the Ravenhill Cemetery. His time in this land is drawing to an end. Use Morbin's Bane against him. It will render his protective magics powerless. Slay him, and save us from his wickedness. Be the instrument of my revenge and a hero of Duskwood.
Well, if you were a caster, this would be really good. I mean, 16 spell power in two things, but we're gonna go with the Bark Metal. Actually, really good.
Light bless you.
Where did you go? Okay, so I think I'm going to go on and call that an episode and leave you guys on a little bit of a cliffhanger. And when we come back, we will kill Morbin-Fell and get some ghouls killed. So, hope you guys will tune in for that. And as always, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one as we enjoy Paladin power in World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King content. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.